Welcome back, guys. So today we are going to see with how much women put up with a guy when he's a Chad.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine, I love you anyway?
While trying to conceive a child with my husband, we needed infertility treatments, and so he encouraged me to take a 5-month deployment to save money. While I was gone, he cheated on me the entire time with a coworker who was 12 years younger than him.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
We're sitting in his car. He looks at me and he's like, you look kind of fat. And I was like, okay. And then a few minutes go by and he's like, have you ever thought about getting a nose job? And I was like, no, like, I don't think my nose is that bad. He's like, oh, well, like, you should consider it. I still occasionally Snapchat him and ask him how he's doing.
So by the way, guys, these are all women that no matter what Chad did to them, they forgave him.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
My ex-boyfriend lost all of his clothes because he was robbed, so I dropped $400 on him to get a whole new wardrobe. Obviously I offered, and then later that day, instead of spending the rest of the night with me, he went with his boys to a strip club and then calls me at night and asks me for $100 to throw at girls in the strip club. So
what is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
I was 36 weeks pregnant with his child. He cheated on me with somebody older than his mom. Oh yeah, and while he was out with her cheating on me, he had a baby from a previous relationship that he thought was his, and I was at home taking care of a baby that we thought was his that ended up not being his while he was out cheating on me.
What is the shittiest thing
Just remember, they willingly chose those men.
a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine? So this man lit my hair on fire. Not once, twice. Lit my hair on fire. Boom. Then threw a dead bird in my hair. And it stuck there. I had like a bun. Oh yeah. It was in like a little nest. And I was like, it's fine. I love nature, wildlife. Forgave this man. How dare I? Stupid. What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
So I was with a guy for 7 to 8 years, and it was toxic from the beginning. One weekend, he was going out of
It was toxic from the beginning, but she was in a relationship with him for 8 years. And then they complained that all men are shitty.
town and didn't invite me, so we got into it. So he takes off, it ghosts me all week. And then Sunday comes around, and he never shows back up. But like ever, like never shows back up. So I'm calling his phone, calling his mom, nobody replies. Boyfriend is missing. So weeks go by, still don't know what's going on, and then I get a bullshit text saying he is sorry, he can't be the man that I need him to be, and he has moved off to a different state for work. But then he shows up on my doorstep 3 months later, apologized, and then I took him back. So the next day, thinking my whole world's back together again, he takes off and then gets into a wreck. Calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning, needing my help. So I get in the car with 2 babies, and I go stay for his hotel, I get his car fixed, and I drop him off. I head back home thinking my world is all good again, and then he ghosts me again. And then I took him back again.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
So I was in the hospital. The person I was seeing at the time was like, oh my god, like they just found out. They're like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, whatever. And they were like, I need to see you right now, like you need to leave. And I was like, I don't have any other way to my car, like it's a 45-minute walk. And he was like, that's fine, like you'll be okay. And I was like, I don't have a jacket and it's literally 23 degrees out, like I'm gonna freeze. And I was wearing like a spaghetti strap jumpsuit and like the legs on the side were cut. So he was like, just ask for a blanket, it'll be okay. And luckily I left, and the hospital people were lucky enough to like give me a ride to my car, and I still went to go see him, and I forgave him.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
I took the guy I was seeing to my niece and nephew's dad's New Year's party, where all my niece and nephew's other half of their family were. And me, Freya, the kids, my partner, we all went to this New Year's party. And it was really fun, like, he kissed me at midnight, we were very flirty. We weren't properly official at this point though. But see, I'm fucking giving excuses for him. Anyway, he was there with me as my partner, right? Asa and Callie's dad knew, Asa and Callie's dad's family knew. So it's like 1 a.m, we all get in the car to go home. He goes, give me 1 sec, I'll be in the car in a minute. We were like, okay. He went back in the house to ask Asa and Callie's dad's sister for her number. I'm not joking. I'm friends with her. So obviously she didn't give it. She told me, she was like, what the fuck? I questioned him about it and he started to get a bit angry. So I went and bought him sweets from the co-op and begged him to stay at mine because he'd asked another girl for her number on New Year's Eve.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
He accused me of screwing one of the guys that I had hung out with at like this little get together thing, and I didn't because I wasn't like that. Well, he turned around and screwed my best friend at the time, and I love her to death. Me and her were still best friends, and I was like, you know what, I forgive you.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Okay, so my boyfriend, about a week ago, we were at the bar with his friends, and I was DD because I'm not 21. And I was just sitting there. You could kind of tell I didn't want to be there, but I didn't make it too obvious because I wanted him to have fun. And they all go into the bathroom for like 25 minutes, and they come out, and my boyfriend's crying. And we go out to the car, and I get in his driver's seat to drive him home, obviously, because he is drunk. And he tells me to get out of his car and to get my stuff, and then proceeds to tell me that his friends put into his head that I'm cheating on him since I acted like I didn't want to be there. And they all drove 3 cars. There were like 8 of us. And they all proceeded to leave me in the bar parking lot at 1 a.m. when it is 25 degrees outside.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
I dated this guy for a while, a couple years ago, and he talked a lot about this girl that he like used to love. Which you're like, okay, that's a super big red flag. But I was like, oh my god, I love you, whatever. But then she decided to text him and be like, hey, I miss you. And he dead ass was like, I don't know who I want to be with. And not only is that bad, but the whole time he was trying to figure it out, I stayed with him. And he was very open with me about how he did not know who he wanted to be with. And I literally coached him through his decision process. I was just like, oh no, babe, you'll figure it out. He literally would pro-con us in front of me. Why?
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Okay, so I was on holiday, right? And I went on my fella's Snap and found out he cheated on me with his ex. And I was just like, okay.
So, in case you didn't understand what she said, they were somewhere, I think on vacation. She looked at his Snapchat and found out he was cheating, and of course, she forgave him.
What is the shittiest thing a guy has done to you and you were just like, it's fine?
Long story short, came from work, brought my boyfriend some food one day. Not the one I'm with now. And he told me he got another girl pregnant.
I don't understand why women get those lashes. I swear to you, it's...
But here's the catch. Same girl he told me he wasn't messing with no more. Same girl he's been cheating on me with basically our entire relationship. And here's the gag. She was 6 months pregnant.
You just have bad taste in men. I know that.
How do you stop choosing bad men to date? I love this question because it's such a real struggle. And the answer might not be what you think it is. In our lives, we are attracted to things that reinforce our own core beliefs about ourselves, okay? If we believe that we are not worth very much, we're going to be attracted to like staying in jobs that significantly underpay us or that have an abusive boss, things like that. This manifests itself in dating because we end up choosing men who will reinforce this belief that we are not really worth a lot, we're not very important.
If they think they are worth less and they're in a job that is not paying much, that means they're stupid because they don't know their value. Why do they not know their value? Because they're stupid. If they're in a relationship with a shitty man, it's because they're stupid. You don't need anything else to explain this. People are stupid, that's it.
Bad men that use us for our bodies, men that are unavailable, men that can never really love us, men that mistreat us and gaslight us and all the fun things. So in my experience, it took a lot of time and space away from dating and intimacy, frankly, with men for me to cultivate self-love and self-worth within myself so that those situations were no longer attractive.
This might sound a little crazy, but I've realized men are only complicated and hard to read when they don't like you.
That's true. That's true.
Like when a man likes you, one, you're gonna
He will show you. When he truly likes you, he will show you.
know. You're not gonna be wondering, do they like me? You will know. You're not gonna be like sitting there questioning everything, very confused. Like it's actually very easy. When you are confused, stressing, why aren't they talking to me? When am I gonna see them?
It's because they don't like you that much.
Do they like me? I'll be honest, no.
She's right in what she's saying, and the previous woman, maybe she's right too. But why do women like to overthink and overcomplicate everything? If you choose a shitty man, it's because you don't know what to look for. Why don't you know what to look for in a man? Because you're stupid. It's so easy.
They probably don't like you. They're probably never gonna date you. With women, it is kind of the same, but not really, because like we're a little more complicated. But men are not complicated. If a guy likes you and he's interested in you, he will do whatever he can to hang out with you, to go on dates with you. He will talk to you. You won't have to like beg them to talk. They will want to. I'm not gonna say if he wanted to, he would, but like, so yeah, it really is that simple. Took me like 29 years to figure it out, but here we are.
Who am I here with today? Noah.
Tiara.
How y'all doing today?
Good, good. Good.
So how long have y'all been together?
3 years. 3 years.
How's the 3 years been going? How's everything going?
Good. Everything's good.
Has it been like...
When she says that, you leave. And I know many of you will say, well, maybe she was just joking. No, you don't joke like that in front of other people because you disrespect your boyfriend. Something like this happened to me when I was younger, and I still remember it, and I still remember how I felt when there were 5 or 6 of my friends surrounding me, and she disrespected me like that. Never again, never again. Don't be a simp.
Like a rough 3 years or anything?
It hadn't been the best, but we're good. We're making it by.
Has anybody been cheating or anything?
No.
No.
So when you say not the best, like what do you mean not the best? Like few little arguments or anything? Something like
Yeah, you know, like typical argument.
Okay. So what if I was to tell you there's this website called Cheetah Bust AI where all you need is a face, a scan, and all we need is a name, age, and location. Would you be interested in doing that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
So there is some kind of website where you can put in a photo of your girlfriend, location and name, and the site scans her profile to see if there are any profiles on any dating apps of her.
First, are any of y'all any damn websites?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so here's the website right here. Where you type the name. I went to that face photo, log in. So if she was on here, what would be your reaction?
I'm out, bro.
You're out, and you're not on any day website, right?
I am not.
So, cause we can see the last time you've been active on here and everything. You sure you're not on here?
Positive.
Boom, we got the results. So, sir?
No, Sean. Yeah, it's her.
No.
All right, bet, bro. Appreciate you.
I thought you said it wasn't on here.
You realize how much work I put in to do that for when we met for your family. I woke up at 8 in the morning and went to the grocery store and had to hunt down a bunch of stuff, season meat, figure out the grill, do all that was work. And after that, I came back and did the dishes. If you sat here and grilled a whole meal for my whole family and I come back to dishes in the sink, I'm not gonna ask you to do the dishes. I'm probably just gonna do them. Maybe I didn't communicate that, sure. However, if I have to communicate that, I am not the one for you.
Yeah.
Do not try to make it seem like I'm not here doing my part at all. We're not gonna spin it like that.
Nobody's spinning like anything.
I've been given such a negative response, a temper tantrum sometimes, like an attitude. I just don't understand.
I don't think he's the kind of guy that gets very emotional because he looks very relaxed when he talks to her.
And if it's about the dishes, if it's about me going to sleep, if it's about a text, all of that, it's the slap in the face.
Great. I'm glad you feel that way. There's a lot I could respond to, but there is no scenario that I see myself standing there and saying yes to making you my wife forever.
Good for you. Good
and
for
with that
you.
in mind, I'm glad we can at least agree that I don't ever want to see you again. This was nice. I wish you the best of luck.
This is exactly how you should react, guys. Goodbye. See you.
Welcome back to Dating for Baddies. I'm Rachel. We're going to go a little deep here today.
Dating for baddies.
Something that I really want you guys to understand, which is hopefully going to shift your perspective a little bit as you're dating, whether you're a man or a woman, is that the people around you, the experiences that you're having, your relationships are mirroring something back to you. Everybody should know by now that it's other people who trigger us. It's situations with other people that trigger us. When we're sitting by ourselves, chilling at home, we're not triggered. This is why they say that our biggest opportunity for healing is with other people, is when it comes to our relationships with other people. And the only way you get to truly access this healing and do the inner work is when you stop playing victim and you stop blaming other people for how you feel. If you're just cutting everybody off and acting like a crazy person every time you're triggered or every time you feel something, you're running.
I have graduated to my let him err. Let him leave, but I'm going to change the locks this time. Let him avoid taking accountability for all his wrongdoings. Let him badmouth me to everyone he knows so he can stay in the place of a victim. I will gladly take on the role of the villain if that means I get to remove something that is not meant for me to create space for all the things that are.
We can say exactly the same thing about women.
And let me sit with myself to take accountability for how I even attracted a man in the first place who was incapable and unwilling to love me. And let me accept the reality that the only way that that happened is because I did not love myself.
No, it was just because you were stupid. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.